Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Stealwing 33 Plays Playerunknown Battlegrounds. I am super tilted from playing fucking Flinthook earlier today. So we're gonna play in the next episode of Playerunknown Battlegrounds today to hopefully help me calm the hell down a little bit, make me feel a little better before I have to start doing my like actual work and stuff like that. So if you're enjoying the Flinthook series, I'm sorry. It's on hold for a minute because holy crap, I got a story to tell you guys while we load in here. Basically, I booted up Flinthook and was like, all right, cool. I'm going to grind a little bit. I'll play some of that Infinity Raid, watch a couple YouTube videos. So I did, and, you know, it was going all right. I got some gems, got some HP, was feeling pretty good. And I booted into the fucking dungeon, which, if you haven't been following the Flinthook series, I would forgive you for that. But basically, where I'm at right now in Flinthook is that I have to kill all of the bosses in a row. After, like, so basically I have to do, like, 3 ships, then a boss fight, then 3 ships, then a boss fight, then 3 ships, and then a boss fight, and then I have to go fight the final boss, and it's bullshit. It's basically what it is. The ships are too fucking hard. The difficulty spike between the last section and the section I'm in right now is absurd. And I know that, you know, it's a game like Rogue's Legacy, so you're supposed to, like, build off of yourself, and, like, you know, I'm supposed to play enough to get, like, enough of the fucking black market tokens to get enough HP where, like, oh, I just breezed through it. I got 200 HP. It's super easy. But that's bullshit, right? So there's not enough perk space for all the perks that I want to be able to use. Like, it's just dumb, and I'm so angry right now. So it's on hold. It's going to be on hold until I feel confident enough to fucking sit down and do it, because, honestly, honest to God, you know, and I'll be the first guy to tell you that, like, you know, sometimes I overreact to the difficulty in games, but, like, fuck, you know, there's a point where like, the absurd level of challenge that the game faced me with out of the blue. Like, you know, if it had, like, eased up into it, maybe I'd be like, oh, yeah, no, it's fine. But, like, nah, man, nah, they came down and they just slapped me in the back of the head, and they were like, fucking do it, nerd. And I was like, can you not, though? And it was like, nah, man, you're in my house now, son. Hope you're ready to get your teeth pushed in. And I'm like, no, I need those for eating. And they're like, too bad, they're mine now. And I'm like, all right, cool, that's cool. I didn't need to eat anyway. You know? All right, cool. Let's go to fucking Milta Power. We'll start at Milta, and we'll work our way outward from there. See a couple hombres pop their shoots early. I'm just going to hard dive now to Milta. That's what we're going to do. Because, frankly, I'm, like, still really tilted. And, like, I tried to record around earlier, and I was lagging, and I died because of the lag. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, that's what everybody says. Nah, straight up. Like, I was, like, on the ground floor of a building, and a dude shot me in the head, and I died through the building. Like, because, like, I got into a firefight with some guy, and I got nervous and ran away. Which, granted, was actually my first mistake, was running away from a guy who has the advantage on you. But then, it didn't go well. And that's the bottom line. But, you know, there's only so much you can do when apparently you're getting murdered from beyond time and space. Let's go. Search the buildings. Check everything. I want to get, like, I want the VSS would be super good. I definitely want to get, like, some healing. Some other stuff. Like, we can't really afford to pick up that frag grenade right now. Extendo mags. Gonna have to remember those are in here. An SKS. Don't mind if I fucking do. Sending out an SKS. Sweet. Alright. This actually puts me in, like, an okay position. I need a backpack right now. Alright, and I need body armor is the other thing I'm missing at the moment. And, of course, more healing. One first aid kit's not bad, but 1 is definitely worse than 2, and 2 is worse than 3. I think you only ever really need, like, 5. If you need more than 5, like, if you're playing and you end up needing more than 5 over the course of the time you're playing, like, you gotta reevaluate where you're going, and, you know, you gotta reevaluate your tactics a little bit, I think. We need a scope as well. Those are the things we're missing right now. There's a med kit. Helmet. Alright. Okay, I'm actually feeling like okay right now. Like, on a personal level, and then like in the game, I'm feeling okay right now. Got this coat. Got this level 2 vest. Yeah, so somebody the other day was got into an argument with me. I think it was a buddy of mine who plays this pretty frequently like I do. And he was like, I don't understand why you like the M4 so much. It's really bad. And I said, well, the M4 is the best assault rifle in the game. And he was like, well, what makes you say that? Basically, it's about as good as the Scar, but it can be made to be more stable than the Scar. And people really underestimate how useful being stable is in this game. It makes it both a very decent long-range weapon and a very decent mid to close-range weapon. Basically, having that 4-stock, like the forward vert stock, and having the ability to augment it with so many things, having the tack stock, having all of that going on. The foregrip and the tack stock, there we go. Those two things together make this gun one of the most stable in the game. Which means that it's very difficult to not hit somebody when you're shooting at them. You know, like you can kind of see, like even moving, this gun's super accurate. Which makes it, you know, better than all the other guns that you could possibly get that fill the same slot, right? So it's definitely worse at long range than like the SKS or the CAR. And it's definitely worse at close range than like a shotgun or a UMP. But like comparatively to the other assault rifles, the M4 outclasses them in almost every way. Because it's about as good as the Scar, but it can be made to be more stable. And you might be making the argument, well, Stealwing, the AK does the most damage, or, you know, the M4 is actually the most stable at long ranges and things like that. And my answer to you would be, you're right. You're absolutely right. But, and here's the kicker for that, but here's the thing. Shotguns, you have to be pretty close unless you have a choke, and they're pretty slow, generally. Their biggest issue is they have a low fire rate coupled with high damage, right? So if you hit somebody, you're right. Yeah, okay. But this game is a game of flexibility. You want to be flexible at all times while playing this, because you don't know the situations you're going to get into. Like, no matter how much social engineering you do, right? Hiding in buildings, you know, taking cover in trees, staying in large open areas, things like that. No matter how much of that you do, it only works so well. I don't know how better to describe it other than it's only so effective. Somebody's gonna surprise you at some point. They're gonna. And being able to adapt to the situation at hand during those moments is more important than being ideal, right? So I'd rather have a gun that's okay in every situation than have a gun that's good in 2 situations and bad in 1, right? That's just me. You know, your mileage may vary. I would accept that. On like a personal level, I would accept. If you turn to me and were like, yeah, but I prefer this. Like, sure, yeah, whatever. You do whatever. This game, you should do what you prefer. But at the end of the day, for my money, I prefer adaptability. It's why the SKS is... I like the SKS more than I like the CAR. I know it does less damage, and it's worse at long ranges. But I can turn it into a mid-range carbine weapon if I need to. It's not that hard to, like, have somebody creep up behind you while you're trying to shoot somebody at a distance and then turn and open fire on them really hard. I actually think we're okay. 5 med kits, or 5 first aid, 1 med kit, 10 bandages, like 5 of each boost. Yeah, I think we're actually a-okay. I would like more bullets. We can manage it. Drop these for these, definitely. I mean, obviously, a bigger backpack would be ideal, but I actually think we're sitting okay right now. The flash hider on the SKS is going to be very useful. It'll make it very difficult for people to find me. If I can find a good scope, it'll make it very difficult for people to see me when I'm shooting at them. You know, I don't have a scope right now, so we have that to contend with at the moment. But we also have other problems, like the fact that the circle's coming, and I don't have a car. This always happens when I come to Milta. Swear I saw a person over there. Nope, just Z fighting. Z fighting and a speck on my monitor. I really got to replace my monitors. Or at least clean the one I play on. It's really dirty. It's got like a bunch of like small crumbs and stuff all over it. I know that there were other people that dropped in over here. I saw them drop in. I'm not too nervous about the circle this time. I died on the last episode because I got greedy. But this time I don't feel like that's not the case this time. I'm not getting greedy. I just the first circle doesn't do like any damage. Just checking this garage to see if it was like one of the ones that spawns a car. Nope. Not at all. Probably shouldn't run on the road, to be honest. Just because, like, there's no cover on the road, like, at all. That's okay. Jump over that. Still looking for a vehicle. A vehicle would be ideal, because, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll spend time in the gas, but there's no need to spend too much time in the gas. I really need a scope. I've been so scope rich the last like 4 or 5 runs I've done and just haven't really been able to do it. I mean, we're like, yeah, we're almost there. Gotta be careful, though. Again, running through open fields, very dangerous. There's no cover. Like, if somebody starts shooting at me, my only course of action is to bob and weave. Which, if you've ever watched the series, you know is not effective for very long. It works, but it only works against people who don't know how to shoot. You know, so people like me, very effective against me. Spending out in SKS. Well, we made it to safety. With time to spare as well. Red dot sight. This building's been looted. But the doors were closed? I don't like it. We're leaving. Alright. Check this building. You might be saying to yourself, hey, Stealwing, what are we looking for? We're almost full up on ammo on all of our stuff. You're right. You're right. We're looking for a site for the SKS. And possibly a bigger backpack. Those shots totally came from that building that I was looking in, by the way. They like 1,000% came from the roof. Killed that guy with the car. Where's the guy he was shooting at? Still don't see him. Oh, I see him. Heal up. Fucking chain link fence is blocking my view of that guy. Alright, we gotta go. Dicked around a little bit too much. We're gonna need a vehicle to escape this place without taking like a heap of damage. Yeah, I hear you shooting at me. We need a car. Alright, what do we got? Any vehicles? Nothing. Alright, just keep running. How close are we to the circle? Not very. Got it. Alright, take some damage. And we're once again running through a fucking open field. Running through the blue in an open field. Like, this is a recipe for fucking disaster right now. Why did that guy with the car had a 4X on his... Had a 4X on his car. I wanted it. But that's okay. Just keep running. We've got plenty of first aid kits. We've got that med kit if we need it. It's gonna... that thing ticks down 1 damage every second, basically. Just gotta get to safety, then we'll be alright. Probably pop the med kit when we get to the safe zone, just because we're gonna be pretty hurt. Oh, not that button, this button. Where's the circle? It's on the other side of the bay. Alright, not great, to say the least. But we can manage. Alright, that building's been looted. And I'm going to assume that nobody's going to really leave behind like a 4X scope. What's my armor doing? Took a hit in the chest earlier when I was fighting that guy. Alright, we're just gonna swim. We're gonna swim it. Oh, I see that guy on the beach. If he starts shooting at me, I'll dive, but... Oh, he's swimming. Same as me. Another guy on the beach. He's taking the close to the circle route of swimming. Wants to pop up over here and walk in. Which is smart, I guess. He's definitely going to get caught in the blue, though, at that rate. I'm going to be lucky not to get caught in the blue. At this rate, like... You need to make landfall soon. See the other guy swimming. One guy's going to be in the blue soon. All I've got to do is get onto the beach and then off of the beach as quickly as possible. And we might have a shot at living. I don't see anybody waiting for me on the beach. Definitely going to get caught in the blue. Again. Come on. I need to get out of the water, please. I'd like to obscure my egress to the water's edge if I can. Alright. We've been in the blue a lot. A lot this game. We'll be able to stop and heal for a hot second when we get over here. Because there's at least a little bit of cover. This might not be a good idea, to be honest. But we're going to do it anyway. Okay, there we go. Now we make roads to the inland. This other dude who was swimming, still in the blue. Guy who decided to take the circuitous route and hug the edge of the blue border is probably going to die. If I had to guess. We're going to grab that Jeep. And drive it up to where the circle is. Use it for cover somewhere. It's a good Jeep, too. It's got one of the ones with the cloth on the back. 18 people alive. Pretty confident 2 of them are going to die outside the play zone because they decided to swim a little too late. This isn't a great place to take cover. Nope. Nope, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Oh, I'm so exposed. I don't like this. There's nowhere good to take cover, like, anywhere. What the fuck? Someone's shooting at me. Oh, I guess we'll take that. That vest is less beat up than our deal. I see him. Yes, I guess in retrospect, taking the top of the hill was the smart idea, but... Oh my god, I suck so bad. I suck so bad. Someone's gonna come up behind me and roast my ass. Well, I don't see him. All right. Get in the Jeep. Stop that. Four alive. Three alive. Two alive. Oh, one alive! Damn it! Fucking son of a bitch! It's on the wrong side of my Jeep. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Alright, that's gonna do it for this episode. I feel pretty good about that. Second place is not bad, man. Second place, 4 kills. It's not bad. If you guys like what you saw, let me know. If you guys want to see more, don't forget to subscribe to keep up to date. I want to post more videos. If you really like what you saw, leave a like. Helps the channel grow. Helps me out a great deal. But of course, with that, thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!